Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking about coding languages and in particular what coding languages are. Hope you enjoyed the video. So what is a coding language? A coding language is essentially a language that tells a computer what it has to do. A program gets first converted into binary machine code, but usually that's done by something called the compiler, so you don't have to worry about that. Most programs are just a list of commands the computer is told to execute. These lists are executed from top to bottom by default, and you can control the flow of the program. I'll briefly cover some important program flow statements now. The if statement is one of the most important statements, and it exists in almost every coding language. It allows you to choose between multiple lists of commands, and, depending on the input, one of the lists are executed. For example, we want to check if the number 1 is bigger than 0. If that is true, we'll output something. If that's false, we'll output something different. The next important structure is the loop. In most code languages, there are two loop types, the for loop and the while loop. The for loop takes a list as input and executes the loop code for every object in the list. For example, a program gets a list as input. It will execute something that squares and outputs every number. The while loop is a much simpler loop. It basically loops through the commands as long as the condition is true. For example, your program will output hello world repeatedly as long as you press a certain key. Last but not least, we have functions. Functions are commands you can use to execute multiple commands more simply. They can take multiple variables as inputs or no inputs. For example, you may define a function to output hello world and name it say hello world. Now you can easily execute it by just typing say hello world. Of course, this may depend on the code language being used, but in general, defining and executing are two simple steps. And that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to support the channel and learn more about coding, please consider subscribing and like the video if you enjoyed.